That's definitely crooked. You know what's up? Sorry for the less talkative videos this weekend. Friday after work, I went to my grandparents' house, had dinner, spent the night. So I did something a little more low-key that day. And then Saturday, was doing a puzzle with my grandma and figured might as well take some video of doing this puzzle. So was the vlog for the day. So, sorry if you were missing any of the talking action. We're back. I'm talking. Here we are. Big news this weekend is that my parents are back home from their vacation. They're doing good, feeling relaxed, and a little bit tanner. Since I don't have much else to talk about, I figured I'd put forth one of the suggestions made by my dear friend Megan and take some silly internet quizzes of what character I am on certain TV shows, movies, books, etc. Blah, blah. So let's go. Can't go wrong with good old Buzzfeed. So first we'll be doing, which Pride and Prejudice character are you? What? No! Oh, it's from like 2015. The quiz isn't available. Okay, well, I need to find a new quiz. Hold on. I found a newer one that's from 2019. First question, pick an estate to live on. Okay. I mean, that one is Chatsworth. Chatsworth is what they used to film the Pemberley scenes in the 2005 Pride and Prejudice. I was lucky enough to visit it while I studied abroad many years ago, and it was a wonderful day. Wonderful day. So if you've watched the movie, you'll be familiar with the scene where Elizabeth and her aunt and uncle are walking through the portrait gallery with all the sculptures and everything, and there's a bust of Mr. Darcy. And they kept that prop from the movie, and it's in the gift shop, and there's a sign next to it that must be there because someone must have done it at some point. It says, "Please do not kiss." Oh god, I took a photo with it. It was great. Anywho, okay, picking an estate. I am gonna go with Chatsworth. It's just the best. Pick something that will make you an accomplished woman. Knowledge of modern languages, knowledge of drawing, knowledge of dancing, knowledge of music and singing, a good air and manner of walking, a good tone of voice. I'm gonna go with knowledge of music and singing because I was a music major. So I hope I have knowledge in those things. Pick a literary insult. Ooh, okay. If you will forgive me for being personal, I do not like your face. I never saw anybody take so long to dress and with such little result. It was a delightful visit, perfect in being much too short. I misjudged you. You're not a moron. You're only a case of arrested development. A prig is a fellow who is always making you a present of his opinions. My dear, I don't give a damn. That's definitely the most quotable one. And the one, even though I'm not familiar with Gone with the Wind, this whole storyline or anything, everyone knows that line. So that's definitely the most quotable one here. Okay, which one would I say? Pick an insult. I guess I don't have to say it. Just which one would I pick? I think I gotta go with the first one, Agatha Christie. If you will forgive me for being personal, I do not like your face. Next question is, pick a Jane Austen book. Confession here, I've only read Pride and Prejudice all the way through. I started reading Emma, and I stopped because she annoyed me. She's just so... she's so self-centered and self-righteous and thinks she knows better than everyone. I mean, that's kind of the point, is she learns throughout the book that, oh, I'm not so high and mighty. But she just bothered me. I couldn't do it. Anyway, and I started Sense Sensibility, but haven't finished it yet. I keep meaning to keep reading it, and I don't. So the only one I've read is Pride and Prejudice, so by default, I'm gonna pick that one. Now pick a place to read it. Ooh, okay, we have a cozy chair in a garden, a blanket fort with fairy lights, a bench in a very sophisticated looking garden, a cozy fluffy bed, just a nice outdoor scene, or a cozy couch with a blanket. I'm a cozy couch with a blanket kind of girl. Finally, pick a ribbon. Ooh, love a good hair ribbon. We got red, yellow, pink, green, light green, dark green, and gray. I'm gonna go with that blush pink. What? This seems so contradictory. I am Elizabeth Bennet and Caroline Bingley? I mean, I guess not. They're both very independent people who like to voice their opinions, but Caroline kind of sucks. Let's see. This description says, you're one strong human being. Let me tell you that. You've got opinions and you're not afraid to share them because guess what? You're confident in them. I mean, yeah, when I have an opinion, I guess I'm confident about it and not ashamed of it, but I don't, like, put it in people's faces. Like, I'm very gracious about other people's opinions and don't like to, like, argue for sake of argument with an opinion. Like, I don't know. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Moving on. Megan also suggested I take a which Bones character are you, because I'm currently rewatching Bones. It looks like Buzzfeed doesn't have one, so we're gonna go with allthetests.com. We'll see what they have in store for us. Someone leaves a flower on your doorstep. What do? Wonder what kind of trouble your teenager got into this time. Smile and try to guess who your secret admirer is. Toss in the trash. What an irrational waste of a jar of water on something that's going to die anyway. Pick it up and grin. You know exactly who's trying to make you feel better after a rough day at work. Suspect it's a poisonous flower and take it back to the lab to analyze where it came from. I'm gonna smile and try to guess who my secret admirer is. After a rough day, you like to catch up on the latest JFK conspiracy theories, read the Scientific Journal or the Smithsonian Magazine, go to a diner for some pie, take out a canvas and paint your heart out, and then spend some quality time with the man of your choice. Go out with your current girlfriend, boyfriend, or sister, and maybe have a smoke. Like, none of these things. I guess I would go to a diner for some pie. We're gonna say that. You find a skull hanging from a tree in your front yard. What do? Scream? Wonder if it's a teenage break and take it down and send it to the lab. Collect samples, take it down. You'll analyze before sending it to the lab. Wonder if it's the CIA trying to incriminate you. Call your partner, she'll know what to do with it. Call my partner. I don't have a partner, but I'm gonna assume that's the same as calling the cops and being like, yo, there's a skull in my tree in my yard. What bugs you the most? Lack of creativity and festivity, and pig farms, the government, irrationality, people not checking in with you for the go-ahead on projects and stuff, criminals that escape justice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the criminals that escape justice. What I don't love about this quiz is that it's, like, clear who each answer is about. So I'm, like, kind of getting a vibe already of who I might be. My guess is Booth at this point, but we'll see. What would make you the most uncomfortable? Sitting next to a clown at the circus, a situation with your ex and the person you're currently dating, meeting the popular girl from high school after 15 years, having to kill your collection of moths or spiders. Probably a situation between an ex and who you're currently dating. That just seems kind of awkward. Or having to kill your collection of moths. I don't have a collection of moths, but, like, having to kill or get rid of something that you care about, that would suck. We'll go with kill collection of moths. How do you deal with a kid on the autopsy table? Your heart breaks at the sight of the little guy and you vow to catch the murderer. You'd feel sad, but you distract yourself with the bugs and slime on the table. You cut yourself off from the victim in order to solve the case. It's sad, but you've seen it all, and worse, it's pretty much just another case. A piece of you dies every time you see a young life ended so harshly. I'm gonna say my heart breaks at the sight of the little guy and vow to catch the murderer. Still getting Booth vibes. What gift would make you the happiest? The latest technology on anything. Motion sensing blinds, totally. A new mass spec, oh yeah, baby. A teenager apologizing for their actions and saying they love you. A gift from your mother. A day out with your best bud. A guy to snuggle with. I'm gonna say a day out with your best bud because, COVID. You can't see people right now. So I haven't had that in a while. Describe your style. Professional with a touch of rebellion. Anything colorful and cheerful. Maybe a bit on the interesting side of things. Style, pants and a shirt. Professional, subtle yet stunning. I'm gonna go with subtle yet stunning. I feel like that's my vibe. I don't know. Really, my vibe is more sweatpants. Cause COVID, as I said. But I'm gonna go with subtle yet stunning. That's what I hope. Describe your social life in one word. Good, geeky, interesting, great, awkward. I'm gonna go with geeky. Yeah, me and my friends are total nerds. Love it. What was life like in high school? You were pretty smart and popular. You chose to ignore the people who called you bossy. You were unpopular, people thought you were creepy, your only friend was the janitor who brought you animals to dissect during lunch. You're a bit of a geek obsessed with comic books and random experiments. You were liked by almost everyone, even if you weren't the most popular. You endured most of your classes, but you couldn't wait for art each day. You were a total jock, making out with girls under the bleachers and scoring the winning touchdowns. Not bad. I'm gonna go with you were liked by almost everyone, even if you weren't the most popular. It's half right, because the second half, you endured most of your classes, but couldn't wait for art each day. I mean, I was excited to go to choir each day, but I didn't like just endure my other classes. I liked my other classes, but that's the most similar. We're going with that one. That's definitely an Angela answer. What is the relationship with your parents? They're cool and all, but you love them a lot, but they're pretty weird. Bad, really bad. Getting better. You're trying to figure out how to tell them you're single. Yeah, they know I'm single, so no hiding that. Yeah, we have a great relationship. They're awesome. I'm gonna say you love them a lot, but they're pretty weird. I mean, who isn't weird? Are you religious? Choose one, the best one that fits. Technically agnostic, but you love Christmas time and Santa Claus and Easter Bunny and all that. I'm already gonna say that's probably what my answer is. Religious, well, only when you feel like it. Atheist, you do not believe in a higher power. Technically Episcopalian, but you quit the church. Religious Catholic, you very respect the man upstairs. Yeah, we're going with that first one. Agnostic, but you love Christmas time. Ideal Halloween costume. Wonder Woman, she's the best superhero. Catwoman, she's obviously the best. A captain, seems easy and cool. You're not sure. A dancer from Vegas? A geek, squintern. Get it? I guess I'm gonna go Wonder Woman. Because that's a dope outfit. And that's definitely a Brennan answer. We're switching it up. But I still think I mostly answered Booth. I think it's gonna be Booth or Angela. That's my prediction. Drum roll. Booth. I am 38% Sealy Booth. You've got a lot of heart and a sense of nationalism. I don't know. You do anything to protect your loved ones. Even though you might not have the highest IQ of your friends, you're great with people. You rely on your gut instinct. Usually turns out to be right. Well, thank you. Just give me a badge and I'll go solve the murders. Alright, and last but not least, we're back to Buzzfeed for a which Twilight character are you? Here we go. What's your stance on love? Wow, there's so many answers. Love. Like, I don't know. Plenty of room for more. Kind of a loner. I would kill for love. I think I've been in love. Secretly, I love it. I have lots of crushes. I get super attached. I'm gonna put, I think I've been in love, question mark. Because who knows, right? What about blood? I tend to bleed a lot. I want it, but I'm cool. It's there. Like yum. Must. Fight. Urge. Doesn't bother me. I want it now. Ew, like blood? I'm gonna say it's there. Because it's there, you know? People call you sporty, charming, a homebody, helpful, mysterious, passionate, reserved, annoying, energetic. I hate these questions that say people call you or your friends would call you. Like, why can't I just pick what I would call myself? You know, I feel like those are sometimes different answers. I think I'm gonna say helpful or a homebody. See, if I would say I'm a homebody. I feel like my friends might say I'm helpful. I'm gonna ask my mom. Results were inconclusive. We're going to ask Dad. So as I said, if I was choosing for myself, I would say I'm a homebody. But my friends would probably say I'm helpful. Well, first off, my mom was having a hard time picking one thing. She's like, say them again. And she said helpful, but she was like, that's boring. You're charming. So from mom, we have helpful / charming. When I went to ask my dad for another opinion, he said, well, lately it'd be homebody. COVID. But then he also said helpful. So we're going with helpful, which is what I predicted someone would say. Whoa! Okay, what's your favorite kind of meat? Chicken, boar, beef, turkey, pork, deer, humans. I don't eat meat. IDK. If you asked me this 10 years ago, I would have said beef, because I'm a big hamburger or steak and potatoes girl. And I still love beef, but I don't eat it as often now. I'd say chicken. Like, you can't go wrong with chicken, but it's just chicken. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I'll still say beef. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Extreme compassion, reading minds, magic shield, turning into an animal, manipulating emotions, seeing the future. I want it all. Wait, I need more time to choose. Nah, I'm cool. I think reading minds would be pretty dope, but then you're gonna hear things you don't want to hear, you know? Kind of a double-edged sword there. I wish being invisible was on this, but clearly it's not, because that's not one of the Cullen's powers, and they need you to match up with the person. I don't think I really want to see the future. I don't know, that's a lot to take in. I'm no Alice. I guess the magic shield. That's pretty dope to protect yourself. I'm gonna go with that, aka a Bella answer. Which one is the coolest instrument? Guitar, cello, banjo, piano, flute, drums, saxophone, fiddle, the voice, duh. I'm not saying it that way. That's literally how the quiz wrote it. The voice, duh. So yeah, we should go with that, because I'm a singer. What's your favorite body part? This is not a question I expected. Back, hands, hair, smile, skin, abs, feet, eyes. Weird question. I'm gonna go with weird question next to that, because that was my initial reaction. But if I didn't have that initial reaction, I probably would have said smile. Where would you spend your dream honeymoon? Ooh. South Africa, road trip, Brazil, Paris, Southern Mansion, Hawaii, Italy, hunting somewhere, IDC. Not hunting. These are all great. I would literally go anywhere. These sound awesome. I'm gonna say no to Paris, because that just seems like a super cliche. From my heart, saying Italy, because I love Italy, man. I can always go to Italy. Finally, what is your opinion on vampires? I want to be one. They're not all demonic. Monsters, gross, burdens, powerful, more friends, yay! Like hot ones? Wait, what? I'm gonna say I want to be one, because yeah, for a long time when I was in my Twilight phase in high school, definitely did. And when I reread it last year, I totally get the appeal. Like, Stephanie Meyer makes it sound like being a vampire is the coolest thing in the world. So yeah, I want to be one. All right, who do we get? Are you kidding me? What? Jessica Stanley? No freaking way. This is the... I'm a human? Did you not hear me say I wanted to be a vampire? This is rigged to be disappointing. That friend that everyone needs in their life. You must be Jessica. Sure, humans might not have that much fun as vampires, but you'll show them how it's done. You're ever so curious, ever so friendly, and a little bit crazy. Who would want you as a BFF? I don't know. Anyone who has read Midnight Sun and knows that you're not a huge fan of Bella. You just like want to be friends with her because she's a new girl and it makes you look cooler. Jessica, if you haven't read Midnight Sun, aka Twilight from Edward's point of view, yeah, you hear more of Jessica's thoughts, and she totally sucks. If this had said Angela Weber, would have been fine with that. Angela is a sweetheart. She's a heart of gold. Oh my god. She's a literal saint. Jessica Stanley, are you kidding me? No. No, I disagree. This is not who I am. Well, that was fun. I don't think I'm particularly like any of those characters, maybe parts of them. So I think if you mashed together Elizabeth Bennet / Caroline Bingley, which I really don't want to be any part like Caroline Bingley. I guess the only thing she has going for her is that she looks out for her family, but that's a little more selfish than family oriented, if you ask me, in her motives. I suppose I do have strong opinions like Elizabeth or Caroline, except I'm not really one to push them on people. A caring nature like Agent Booth, and your normal quirky human girl like Jessica Stanley, which I really would rather not be. But what can you do? It's a Buzzfeed quiz, so it must be true. One time a few years ago, I took one of these that was which Little Mermaid character are you? And I got Prince Eric. So guess I'm not like Ariel, who has a beautiful singing voice and is a Little Mermaid. Yeah, I guess I'm Prince Eric. So my mom must be right, I am charming. Well, I hope you found this entertaining. I know I have. Very enlightening. That's all I've got for you today, guys, so have a great night, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Are you starting the dryer?
You don't want me to?
Yeah, because it makes sounds.
From what?
I'm recording the video.
Okay. I don't remember.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.